Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey, but all my friends call me Kels Girl. We are preparing to solo parent again.
Oh shit, here we go again.
So Mark leaves Sunday. So actually the day you're watching this, Mark is actually leaving, and he's leaving for work. He travels for work, and the first time since the girls were born that he left, he was gone for 4 weeks. Y'all know how that went. If you don't know, it was a struggle. I did it for 2 weeks alone, then I ended up going to my parents. I have learned from my mistakes in the past, because what had happened was I did it for 2 weeks and then I was like, I cannot do it, and now I have to move everything over to my parents. I'm not doing that this time around because Mark's gonna be gone for 6 weeks. 6 weeks. So we're just moving. I'm packing up and I'm moving into my parents' house because I am not too I'm trying to learn to not be too prideful and be like, I can do this on my own and I don't need help, or I don't want to seek out help because then I feel like a failure. So we're moving. We're moving, all three of us, and Duke. We're moving back into my parents' house because I will not be able to do it alone. Not for 6 weeks. No, and that's okay. So today we are preparing for that. So we are packing things up slowly because tomorrow we will be moving. We are literally moving the cribs. We are moving everything because they can no longer sleep in bassinets. They can't park or stand up. Like, they move a lot. Like, that would not work. So we are quite literally moving everything. So this is just us me preparing to be a solo parent again. Even though I'm gonna be having help parent, I will be the only parent here. So we're just preparing for that, okay? So number one thing is mental is good. I'm okay with this. I am fine with it, okay? Number two, we are going to start with their clothes. So clothes that they are not gonna need within the next day. I'm packing that up. So we have like a little dresser, a plastic dresser that we bought whenever they were newborns that we kept downstairs. I'm gonna empty that out because it has all their newborn clothes in it. I'm gonna put clothes in there so that way we can transfer that dresser over so that I don't have to keep coming back over here for anything. So let's do that. So this is the dresser, full of newborn clothes, okay? Full, overflowing. So this is just gonna have to go, honestly, I'll empty this box out and just put it in there. Okay, just in case anyone needs it, or whenever we get rid of it, whatever, we'll have all newborn stuff in there. All this stuff is washed. I just was not folding all that stuff. So we'll just move it to the side and then put their clothes that they use right now in. That way we can take this thing. So we actually have these as well. It's the exact same one as this one. It's just, these are just white that we have overflow of their diapers. So I'm going to fill that up as well. That way everything has kind of like a space, because I'm telling you that we are moving in. So diapers will go in here, and this will be like their dresser of clothes. So I'm going to start now going through their actual dresser and putting in clothes through there. It's crazy. It's just so real that's surreal that this happened so quick. It feels like it happened so quickly. But Mark has been home for like 3 months, so can't really complain. But yeah, we're gonna get through this, and I feel like 6 weeks will fly by, especially with having to do so much, and now that they're more active, it's not a lot of downtime. So yeah, my hat seriously goes off to like single moms doing it, or you know, moms that don't have a village, maybe, you know, whatever, because I do not know how I would have done it without my family's here. I have friends who are like, you know, if you need to come over, whatever. I just cannot imagine. Shout out to y'all. Okay, so fun fact that we learned, whenever you have like your baby shower or whatever, and people give you these like humongous boxes of newborn Pampers ones, and it's just like so much, and then your baby grows too fast that you can even use it, save those boxes and use the ones that are like this first, like the pack ones like that, because you can take those boxes back to Target and like switch them out. Let me show you how many boxes we have. Ones, twos, ones. These are newborns, newborn. Like all of these, they grew out of, like they got so big. Ones. So one thing that we will be doing is going to stores, because I think you can only switch out to multiple Targets. Okay, multiple Targets to get different sizes. Because what? So like y'all saw, I put some diapers in here, but whenever we switch out those other ones, I will fill this up and take over. Clothes are already placed in here, so we have like onesies and stuff. Then we have more like going out clothes, like outfits, and then nighttime wear. And then we have our bunch of bibs. The ones on the right are like trash bibs, because those are the ones that we started like feeding them purees and they started staining. So those stay to the right and never go outside. Never go outside. They're just for in the house. These are our nicer bibs, you know. But we're going to get the silicone ones, so that way, since they are starting to eat more, like we don't have to use those and we can just wash them.
Later that night.
OMG, lamb. Oh my God, this. Okay, so we're at my parents' house. We are about to go into the room. So this is the room we have to clean out, so that way the girls will have somewhere to stay. So this is our first reaction.
Oh
my God.
Bonnie got a Christmas tree. She got 17 Christmas trees.
Please. What in the world? So these are bassinets. These were obviously the ones that they used, our old bassinets that they can no longer use. So we're going to get those out. But all these trees. Why she got so many trees? Okay, so we're going to start clearing stuff out. I have packed up pretty much all of my clothes. The only stuff that I have left is just like stuff that I have to use tomorrow. My face, like, what is this stuff called? Cleanser and stuff, my toothbrush, things like that. And then we do have a load of clothes in the washer, so I'm gonna get out some shorts and stuff for like therapy, things like that. Y'all are a little crooked. So there's that. One thing I wanted to share is I am going to, with the whole solo parenting thing, again, although I'm not going to be completely solo, one thing that I've been speaking to my therapist about is like I'll think, my mind will like think of something and I will immediately go off on a tangent and like spiral out, and it'll be like something like negative, right? And it'll just like, I'll just completely spiral out and there's like no stopping it until I'm like absolutely crying. Like, so one thing I wanted to share, she today she gave me this like a bunch of resources, but one of them is like challenging negative thoughts. So whenever I am like, as I'm preparing to do this whole solo parenting thing, things that I will ask myself, I'm just throwing this out there just in case, you know, you never know. And this relates to anything, not just like if you're solo parenting, but just any negative thoughts. Like, answer the following questions to assess your thought. Like, is there any substantial evidence for my thought? Or is it like just something that you just randomly thought of? Is there anything that makes this true, you know? What would a friend think about the situation? And this is a big one for me because I am a girl's girl. I am, you know, whenever my friends come to me, I'm going to come like with all like kindness and be like, girl, like give yourself some slack, cut yourself some slack, this and that. But me, I'm not doing that. Like, girl, why would you not do that for yourself, you know? So that's a big one for me because I will literally tear myself down. But if a friend came to me with this exact situation that I'm in, I would be like, girl, give yourself some grace. Another thing is, if I look at the situation positively, how is it different? Which is a big one because there was one thing that she also gave me. It's like 15 cognitive distortions, and it's basically that influence your thinking patterns. And one of the things that I know I do is catastrophizing. So magnification, over exaggeration, which leads to worrying, and minimization. So minimizing positive experiences in it. So I'll look at something, and even though there might be good things, I only look at the bad things. So also looking at things positively, like out of all this, like what is the positive? And then another big one, the friend one and this one, will this matter a year from now? How about 5 years from now? That's a big one because like if you're so if you're so stressed about this thing, in a year from now, will it be like that serious? If not, then whatever. So I was like, okay, I like that. So I'm going into this, like this 6 weeks, like we're trying to control this stuff. Like we're trying not to let our mind just go off on a tangent, you know, or just go crazy essentially. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all. I will pick y'all up in the morning. Tomorrow we will be moving everything. This is crazy. Mark leaves on Sunday. And another thing, like I have a lot of like self-induced anxiety, and so one thing I'm trying to, like I explained to my therapist, is it's quite literally like a roller coaster. So like, you know, whenever you're like going up and it's like tick 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 tick, that's exactly how I feel right now as the days lead up to Mark leaving. But you know, once you drop on a roller coaster, it's like fine, you know. And that's exactly how it is, because once I drop him off at the airport, not to say like, oh, it's like whatever, Mark, but like I'm like, okay, it's like, all right, it's literally just the leading up to it. So one thing she did say is to connect a positive thing to him leaving. That way whenever he leaves, it's not always like negative. So she was like, try and think of something that y'all like to do, but y'all only do when he's about to leave. So that way whenever he is about to leave, the next time he leaves, it's like, oh yeah, he's leaving, but look, we get to do this thing that we only do when you're about to leave, you know. So we'll probably do something tomorrow night. Not sure yet. I don't know what the thing is, because we would only do that when he's about to leave. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the morning.
What are you doing?
happened. Good morning, y'all. It is 11:12. No, it's not. It's 11:15. Oh, 11:15. It is Saturday morning. And we have everything, most of everything packed up. We are on our way to get the truck. Because we are, I'm telling y'all, we are moving. So we have to get the truck, and then we're gonna go home to load everything up and then take it to my parents' house. It's getting real.
This is my decision. I don't think you listen. Yo, listen. I don't think you listen. For me to come out, it must mean I'm a teacher. It must mean I'm not the same.